Hi, everyone, and welcome to Uplifting Interviews with Total Strangers. I'm Dr. Fantastic, your host. I'm going to bring you some amazing interviews from people from all over the world, real people. These interviews are inspirational. They're motivational. They're fun, all sorts of things. But I'm trying to instill upon people to be fantastic. Being fantastic makes you live longer, makes you happier, makes the world a better place. Stay tuned. You're going to see some great interviews.
I'm fantastic.
I am fantastic.
Eu sou fantástica.
I am fantastic.
I am fantastic.
Nous sommes fantastiques.
I am fantastic.
Fantastic.
We're so fantastic.
They're fantastic.
I am fantastic.
We are fantastic.
We are fantastic!
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Uplifting Interviews with Total Strangers. Harry is a total stranger, correct?
Correct.
He's a prince it's Prince Harry from he's not from England, he's close, so it's Australia. And I love Australia. My son played the Australian Open tennis tournament.
Oh, really?
And I had a great time. I love the Sydney, where the harbor was, I believe. They had a lot of water there, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. A
lot of boats. That was really fantastic. Where in Australia?
Melbourne.
Melbourne, where they have the tournament.
Yeah.
Have you been to the tournament?
I've been a few times.
Yeah. Who's your favorite tennis player?
Not a massive sports fan. I just go sort of for the commotion.
Okay.
I'd have to
for
say
the girls.
Yeah.
For the girls.
So partly that. I'd have to say at the moment, Kyrgios.
Curious?
Yeah.
Oh, Curious. Yeah, he is
massive fan.
My wife loves him.
Yeah.
I love him. He's
great player. He could be number one if he wanted to, but I mean, yeah, that's on him.
Yeah,
but,
he's
that's
great.
another story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully he's having fun. That's the whole thing.
Exactly.
I tell people, don't do things for money. Do things that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
When you're passionate about something, you're going to do it well because you love it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And if you do it well, you're going to make a lot of money at it. So the money is the byproduct. It's doing something. I can't wait to get out in the morning and meet someone like yourself and drive around town.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing about having fun is you can't let things upset you either. Like you can't let the rain upset you.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't let the crowds upset you, the traffic upset you, or rude people.
Then everything just
right?
starts adding on and on.
You gotta let this flow.
You let it flow.
You know, but like I was saying earlier, be positive about everything. Like, what are you up to today? What's your plan today?
I'm just honestly, I've just decided to go to Hollywood Boulevard and just see how it goes.
See how it goes.
Let it flow. To be honest.
That's the best way, because one is you're traveling by yourself, which is great. I hitchhiked around the world as a 17-year-old, and I only had my backpack, and it never talked back to me.
Yeah.
And I always made the decisions for both of us.
Yeah.
And
well, I like to go by the 3-2-1 rule. 3-2-1.
Oh, tell us about that.
There's my sort of rule. I got it from Steve-O from Jackass, believe it or not. But the rule is you count down from 3 in your head. 3, 2, 1, go, and whatever you're going to do, just do it.
Okay. Well, I have a rule, and that's life is a series of left and right turns.
Mm-hmm.
Today you decided to go right, which is go to Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood. And there was another decision, maybe go left, go to Venice or whatever.
Yeah.
But you have to look at every decision you make, which is a turn,
Yeah.
as the correct one.
Yes.
And when you do that, and you really believe that turn was correct, because you didn't make the other one anyway,
Yeah.
so you might as well forget about it, and you're going to get confidence in your decision making.
Yeah.
And with that confidence in your decision making, you're going to get success in your life. And with that success, you're going to get happiness. In my theory. It's my theory.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, you really truly believe that today going to Hollywood is the smartest thing you've ever done. And it's going to work out great.
Yeah.
And you don't put any pressure. You know, you're going to meet a girl. It's all going to be great. You're going to be flirty and actually, what you want to do is walk up to a girl and say, how are you? And she's going to say, good. And how are you, right?
Yeah.
And say, how would you like to be fantastic? I had a friend of mine, or not a friend, a writer,
Yeah.
and he got in. I said, how are you? He said, I'm great. I'm always great. I'm great, right? And it's nothing better than being great. I said, oh, yeah, you want to know? I'll tell you something better than great. And I told him about being fantastic. When he said it for the first time, I thought his head exploded. He was like, he couldn't believe what he heard. And so we turned off the machine here and went out for some drinks, because, you know, I just do this for fun. Yeah. And he went up to all the girls in the bar and said, how you doing, girls? And they said, we're doing good. how would you like to be fantastic? He turned the whole bar of the girls into fantastic people. It was hilarious. So he finally found a better word.
Yeah.
And it is really the only word that makes you feel good, live longer, and be happier. But so I have what's called the Be Fantastic movement.
Yeah.
And there's your invitation to be fantastic. Cool. Anybody listening for the first time, hit like, of course, because you're watching the damn YouTube show here, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And there's lots of interviews. I mean, I've interviewed over 600 people, all walks of life. I mean, it's amazing. And I can give you a little tour today, too, by the way. I'll point out some interesting stuff.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a plan.
How many days you been here in LA?
I have been here 5 days so far.
5 days. What'd you do so far?
I have been to Venice Beach a few times with the Float Labs. I don't know if you're familiar with
Oh,
Float
yeah.
Labs.
So Westwood, there's one.
Yeah, and I haven't been to the Westwood one yet. I'm probably going to check that one out. They're all the same.
Yeah, they float.
Yeah,
You float.
Yeah.
Do you get stoned before you float?
I've done it once.
Yeah.
Once in Australia, once here. Personally, I like just being sober.
Right.
In the float.
Okay.
Yeah, I've tried it out with once. Yeah.
How about acid? Drop acid?
I've done not acid yet on a float. But yeah, I have done acid.
Oh, you done acid?
Yeah, no, love it.
It's a trip.
Only the clean stuff.
That's what they
though. Yeah. Yeah, so I've just been to Venice Beach, been to Gold's Gym a couple of times. Just chilling, really. The first time.
And you came here by yourself?
Yeah, by myself.
Wow, that's fantastic. I love to see young people travel. I think it's the most important thing when you're young, because obviously the whole rule is go to school, go in debt, find a woman, get some kids, pay off the debt for the next 30 years.
I just want to break the cycle, you know. I don't keep doing all the same thing everyone else is doing.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
It is fantastic. And so how long are you going to be here for?
Till the 12th.
So you got lots of fun.
Yeah, no, heaps of time.
Heaps of time.
So on the 5th, I'm going down to San Diego, see a mate.
Okay.
For a couple of days, I knew him through one of my other mates in Australia who used to play lacrosse.
Okay.
So he's apparently he's got his own island or something. I don't know.
Really?
Wait to see and find out. But
if you're going to take Uber, make sure you call me and we'll go down there together.
We'll drive to the island together.
Yeah. Hell no.
But yeah, he's boating.
You probably want to take the train down, but I mean,
yeah,
it's a little cheaper.
But he's picking me up from the bus depot when I get there, probably Friday night.
Right.
And then we're going to get a ferry down to his place in San Diego somewhere, and his brother's birthday is on the Saturday.
Wow.
So I have to buy a present for that now. But it should be good. I'm keen to go to like a house party in America. So
Harry's living the life, everybody. That's what you got to do when you're young. Get out there by yourself. Because if you travel with someone else, then you got to decide
you're restricted.
You don't reach out and meet new people. You're restricted, and maybe you might argue. Be by yourself. Be strong. Be confident enough that it's all going to be fantastic, and it will be.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so happy for you.
All you got to do is make the first step. Just get on the plane. After that, it's all
exactly. Just let it flow, and don't put a lot of pressure on this or that or the other thing. Just let it flow. I always felt like my life is Forrest Gump. I just know it's going to work out, and always just seems to work out. Like, I just started growing this beard, right?
Yeah.
You don't know me any different, right? So it looked normal to you. But for me, I looked like a freaking weirdo because I got this huge map or this growth on my face, man. I got nothing up here, but I got lots of stuff down here. And it's like, this is weird, but it's lending itself to the Dr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Fantastic. Because I just gave you the prescription for a happier and longer life. Now it's up to you to take it and say fantastic as often as you can. Say it during the day. What a fantastic day. Hollywood was fantastic. Have lunch. You go, what a fantastic lunch I just had. You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly.
It's a magic word. By the way, guess what the word means? Fantastic. Anybody out there guessing? What do you think it means?
For us to think of something deep, I'll let you do this one.
It means unimaginably good and beautiful in the dictionary. That's the definition.
I'm not against that.
And so I ask people, usually after the interview, I'll ask you right now, what do you want to be? Good, okay, well, fine, great, awesome, or fantastic?
Fantastic.
It's a no-brainer.
No-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
Fantastic.
And everyone looks good with a smile. You live longer, you be happier, more successful. I mean, you guys heard this before. But anyway, tell us more about Harry, Prince Harry from Australia.
What else do you want to know?
Well, your dream. What's your dream in life? You have one yet?
All right, I don't have a dream yet. That's probably too far forward for me. Just something. Just want to find a stable job, something that I like, enjoy, all the basics.
How about a job where you get paid to travel?
That would be something good.
I think I was 17. I was in Florida, and I applied for this job to be a manager of a golf tournament that was going to travel all around the world.
Yeah.
And I had long hair, and I was pretty good looking back then. And I applied for the job, and they interviewed me for 8 hours, more than the person they hired. They only took college graduates. Of course, I told them I was a college graduate.
Yeah.
Told them I was 26, which they believed, and I was a college graduate. And I was interviewed more than everyone. See, I know what people want to hear in an interview. So they thought this guy was a government worker for Hoover, and he thought for some reason I was like a government infiltrator or something, because I had all the answers. They know what people want to hear in an interview, right? And they didn't. I beat 97 people out of 100, all college graduates. And they said the reason they didn't hire me is I answered one question that they didn't believe. And they said, when you're on the tour, and there's going to be some very horny married women whose golfers are out on the course, and they're going to want to take advantage of you. What are you going to do? Are you kidding? I would never touch a married woman. I'm a single guy. I don't have any problem getting women. And this is my ideal job. This is a job I need. I want to travel around the world, and you're going to pay me to travel around the world. I would never consider it. They didn't buy it. I was pretty sincere. I thought I was pretty sincere. That would have been a great job. Oh my God. And then that's a different path, though. Instead of turning left, which I didn't get the job, I didn't decide that turn. But you got to look at the right turn I made. I wanted to continue my journey around the world. You know, it was the right thing. You know, I don't look at anything as being wrong. You know. Yeah. So it turned out the way it turned out. It was supposed to turn out that way. Yeah. And that's how I tell people: don't put this negative thinking in your head. You know, everyone's thinking negative. It's not going to work out. People say, "Oh, I'm bummed out. I got fired." You got fired? That's fantastic. You get to do something new.
Exactly. It's a new experience.
Now I'm going to ask you another question now, talking about positive thinking. My daughter lost her home and everything she owns. She has 5 daughters. They lost everything they own, literally, down to the toothbrush.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, in the Paradise Fire. What do you see as positive from that event?
They've all got themselves. They've got their
Very
lives.
good. That's the number one. They're all alive. A lot of people did die in that fire. I think over 80 of them.
Oh, damn.
And I tell people, here's the positive. They had insurance, which is really positive. So they're going to get a brand new home. They're building it now. They're going to be moving in June. They're going to get brand new motorcycles, Harleys. They like Harleys. Brand new cars. They had some cars that were destroyed. Brand new clothes. Brand new everything. Computers, toothbrush, everything. And so, they lost some memories. But you always have your memories.
Exactly, yeah.
They lost some jewelry and some things that can't be replaced. But you got to look at the positive things. You have to look at the positive. They can't change the fact what happened. We can't change this traffic.
Yeah.
So what I say is, this traffic's going to give you and I longer together today to have a nice chat.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's all about communicating. People, stop texting. Use the phone. People text me, you didn't get my text. I go, well, I'm old school. I like the phone to ring to respond to someone. For some reason I don't get a text. I don't get a ding when I get a message. But I like when the phone rings. It's like someone wants to call me. They're going to talk to me.
I'm the same. I love ringing people. Texting's a sort of last resort for me.
It's just such a disengaged, society. And this movement I started is going to hopefully bring people together again. As a fantastic person, you're going to let people in traffic. You're going to open doors for people. You're going to say thank you and please. And you're going to be polite and kind and courteous and compassionate. None of these people care anything about you and me right now because they don't know us. So all they want to do is be in front of us. I'll get honked at if there's some space up here. Yeah. And actually, one time I had a van with, I was a DirecTV dealer. I've done a lot of different things in my life. And the woman back, there's a phone number on my van. She calls me. She goes, "Sir, there's 10 feet in front of you. Would you mind pulling up?" And I swear to God, traffic was crawling. Crawling. This is moving. It was bumper to bumper stop traffic. And she asked me to pull up 10 feet. What's wrong with that woman?
That's crazy.
That's a crazy woman, man. I mean, and that's you see the reflection of society when you drive in traffic. If everyone was fantastic, they'd all be. Actually, I got people waving to me now because it says Dr. Finn. It says "Be Fantastic" on the out of the car. Yeah. And then behind us it says "Be Fantastic Today," my website. Yeah. And people are honking down there, waving at me and giving me thumbs up because they see I must be a positive person because I'm telling everyone to be fantastic, right? And the logo, which is pretty cool. You got the card, right?
They've got the card.
The logo is a bee, which symbolizes pollinating positivity.
I like that.
You got to pollinate. Everybody, pollinate positivity. Be positive. Think positive. Act positive. Get rid of negative people in your life. Get rid of negative thinking in your life. And travel like this young man's doing. Harry, you got it together. Girls, what is your Instagram page? They got to find you. You got to find Harry.
Underscore Ford Squad.
Say it again.
Underscore Ford Squad.
Ford Squad? I don't understand the word.
FRDSQUARW.
Oh, four squared.
Well, it's an abbreviation.
Okay.
Squad.
Okay.
It's a weird one.
That's a weird one.
It's from a song.
My Instagram is B space or underscore fantastic forever, one word. And every day I release a motivational slogan or an inspirational quote. Now, do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Do you have YouTube app?
Yeah, I got the YouTube app.
Okay, everyone listening who hasn't joined the movement yet, open up. Well, you're on YouTube. You know, just hit subscribe, but put in uplifting interviews on YouTube, and it'll say with total strangers. Hit the link.
Yeah,
Oh, you're fast. Hit my face. Hit subscribe. Now, I want you to obviously I gotta turn on the notifications or something. And then I want you, as soon as you join in a second, I want you to go down and I shoot in virtual reality a lot, which we're going to do today. We're going to do a little 1 minute motivation in virtual reality because Harry's got it going on, girls. And if you go to Hollywood now, it's April 1st, by the way. Hope everyone's having a good some April Fool's jokes. I did one on my wife this morning. Got her good. I was driving a limo this morning, and I called her. I said, "This damn company, the car broke down, and now the girl's stranded, and yada yada yada." She totally bought it, you know. And I said, "April Fools, got to pull an April Fool's joke on April Fool's people." But the thing about April Fool's jokes, it's something negative, because you know you can't tell me you won the lottery. Well, I guess you can tell them you won the lottery. No one's gonna believe it though. By the way, everyone listening, if you win the lottery, first thing you got to do is call everyone you know and ask them to borrow $1,000. Everyone you know, because as soon as they win the lottery, they're all going to call you for money. Every single person you know.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah, and then they're going to, because you have a great retort. Didn't I just ask to borrow $1,000? You should say no. No. You know, the majority of people who ever won the lottery regretted it.
Yeah, no, I've heard that.
Yeah. Well, back in the old days when they first started it, you won $1 million, and they paid you over 20 years, $50,000 a year. And then after taxes, it's $25,000 a year. So imagine you just think you just won the lottery, you won $1 million, and you get 25 grand. That's $2,000 a month. And you go out and you spend a bunch of money because you just won the lottery. Yeah. But then they started giving you all the lump sum, and then of course you thought you were rich again, and even though it's $100 million, they blow it. They blow right through it. They get the jet, rentals, and they get the parties, and they buy everybody.
Depends who they are, I guess.
They're all idiots.
Yeah.
I don't know. The smart people don't play the lottery.
That's true.
It's the poor people that play the lottery. All the poor people play the lottery. But I tell people, don't spend $20. I don't care if it's $1 billion. Don't spend $20. Spend $1 or $2.
Oh, exactly.
Buy one ticket because you can't win it unless you're in it, right?
Exactly. You gotta be in it.
But $100 isn't going to make you any better odds. You just have 100 times more chances. But that's nothing compared to 240 million to 1 odds. What's 100? What's 1,000? People who spend $10,000 thinking that they're going to have a good chance if they spend 10 grand. You just flush 10 grand down the toilet. You're an idiot. People, get a clue. People are so stupid. Anyway, Dr. Fantastic's on a mission to make the world a little bit better place. I thank you guys for all listening and supporting the movement. Hopefully you're sharing these videos. Hopefully you're liking the videos. I don't see many likes. I don't see any dislikes, but I don't see any likes. So it helps to hit like. And Harry, have a fantastic time, which you will.
I will.
And I really think you should invite me down to San Diego because I don't have any friends with private islands. I had a lot of friends recently because I had a yacht the last 12 years. And every weekend I get lots of calls. Lots of calls. Everyone wanted to come down on my yacht for dinner parties and for parties. Now that I sold my yacht, guess how many calls I get?
Zilch.
Thanks everybody for all those great parties you came to on my yacht. It's okay. It's all what it is.
It is what it is.
Is what it is. You can't, expect more than you can expect. But just have a good life. Everybody listening, have a fantastic life. That's what it's here for. It's too short, goes by very quickly. Enjoy every moment of every day. Enjoy, and a lot of philosophers have said, enjoy every day as though it's your last, because one day it will be.
No, I think with that.
One day it will be. Right?
That's it.
One day it will be. We all end up in the graveyard.
Can't do anything then.
Can't do anything then. And you can't take your money with you. If you die with money in the bank, you're a loser. Right?
No.
Imagine dying with $1 billion or $1 million in the bank.
All that money could be done put to something.
Put to living.
Put to anything.
Put to living. Don't live for weekends. Don't live for vacations once a year. Don't live for retirement. Live for life. Live for a beautiful day. Go to Hollywood and see all the freaks. You can see a lot of freaks today, by the way.
Oh no, that's what I'm there for.
Yeah.
Kids and freaks,
Okay, everybody.
stars.
Be fantastic. Thanks for listening in.
Yeah, be fantastic.
Got to get
guys.
them to Hollywood. Be fantastic. Go to Australia. It's a great place.
Melbourne, Australia.
Melbourne,
Come
my
down.
gosh, guys. It's fantastic.
Come down.
Come down,
Go to
look up
Best
Harry.
Fair, get a burger.
Get a burger. You'll run into Harry. Guarantee it. Think positive. You'll run into Harry. Get a burger. Bye, everybody. Okay, we're back with Harry, and I wanted everybody to see this. This is very, very cool. This is the convention center, and I haven't seen this before, and it looks like it's been painted in really an abstract form. Look how pretty that is, guys. Isn't that cool?
That's nice.
There's a background of downtown LA, and it's kind of nice. I wonder if it's temporary or not. What do you think about that, Harry?
I like it. There's a similar one in Fed Square. It's in the Melbourne City.
Uh-huh.
A similar sort of painting around there. No,
That is very nice. My stepfather was an abstract expressionist, so that's kind of like abstract art there, you know.
Yeah.
And so we're downtown LA with Harry, and we're having a great time, right, Harry? Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. We're having a fantastic time. What am I saying? I can't believe I said great instead of fantastic. You know, we're all creatures of habit, and most people are in the habit of saying, I'm good, or I'm great, or I'm well, or I'm fine, whatever they say. They have a go-to answer, you know,
Yeah.
just to blow off the question. But, you know, we have to stop and think, what's the best answer? What's the answer that makes us feel better, live longer, create engagement, be more successful? Fantastic.
That's it. You gotta stop and think.
You got to stop and think, people.
Stop, think.
Your mom said, think before you speak, right? Everybody's mom said that, I think, except mine. But
My mom said that.
your mom said that, right?
Yeah, no.
Stop and think before you speak. Look at these beautiful buildings. Isn't it great? Everybody, look at these great, beautiful buildings. Love it. We're in Hollywood. It's Harry.
Guys, we're in
Here-
Hollywood. Remember, stay fantastic, be fantastic, and subscribe, follow, Instagram. Have a great day, guys. Stay fantastic.
There you go. This is Hollywood, huh, Harry? Look at all the peoples. The big bus tours, Avengers. This is Hollywood, California. Look at that woman there. Look how happy she is. Everyone's so happy. They had a lot of Academy Awards here as well.
Yeah, no.
Everybody be fantastic.
Hello, America. Do you have a product or a service? Would you like to increase your business, earn customer loyalty, spread patriotism, and thank our veterans for the service to our country? You can do all that by joining Supporting Our Servicemen, a 501c3 dedicated to helping and thanking our veterans. Please join today at ilovesos.org. Hello, America. Do you have a product or a service? Would you like to increase your business, earn customer loyalty, spread patriotism, and thank our veterans for the service to our country? You can do all that by joining Supporting Our Servicemen, a 501c3 dedicated to helping and thanking our veterans. Please join today at ilovesos.org.